This clip is hilarious.
It happened Saturday in Ashland, and according to social media posts by Hanover County Animal Protection and Shelter, a raccoon broke into the store the night of Black Friday and ransacked several shelves. They have masks, don't they? The animal became intoxicated, then passed out in the bathroom. The sleeping raccoon was discovered Saturday morning.
Head right near the toilet. We've all been there probably at some point in our lives, right?
A little too much.
An officer brought the masked bandit back to the county animal shelter to recover. So yes, that's a lot of liqueur for a little raccoon there. The raccoon slept it off for a few hours and showed no signs of injury. Bounced back. Officers released the raccoon back into the wild.
And yes, Mr. Raccoon, I believe we all have been there. I absolutely love this clip. I mean, look at the tenacity that this mother bear shows when fighting this monstrous bear. I mean, she is not going to let this guy get near her kids.
Is that the one that fell?
I mean, if this doesn't get you pumped up, are you even alive? Okay, I checked the comments. No mention of AI, but what do we think? I mean, this snake is moving pretty quickly across this bed. I'd like to know where this guy lives that a snake would be in his... Actually, I don't want to know. Thank God for the cat.
This next clip shows two cyclists on a quiet Orange County trail until something in the bushes starts watching them back. They were out in Whiting Ranch, a spot locals know can get sketchy fast. It's the same area where a mountain biker was killed by a cougar back in 2004. So when these guys heard movement in the brush, they had a bad feeling that this wasn't going to be good. They stop, look over, and there it is. A healthy mountain lion crouched on the side of this hill. One of them yells, "Go away," but the cat doesn't run. If anything, it looks like it's doing more calculations on how to take them down. Go away! Keeping their bikes between them and the animal, they started backing up the trail. The lion steps out of the bushes and starts following them.
No! Go away, kitty! Go away!
It is concerning because that's what you don't want. Typically, mountain lions don't want anything to do with humans.
Wildlife experts say mountain lions usually avoid people, so when one lingers like this, it's either protecting a kill or testing boundaries, not charging, just matching their pace, closing the distance inch by inch. You can hear the fear in their voices as they try to stay loud and look big, but that kind of calm panic where you know one wrong move could set the thing off.
Hey! Hey! No! No!
Based on how this one stalks the trail, it feels like the cat wasn't curious. It was deciding whether they were a threat or a meal. I want to go back and look at something really quickly. Yeah, this cat is up to no good. Look at this thing. Look at this death cocoon on the side of this hill. I mean, this is the perfect ambush spot. Now, let's just say you were walking down this path, dragging your hand along the brush, and boom, next thing you know, you have a mountain lion on your face. I mean, you could not see this thing. Look at this, a death cocoon. I can't think of a better hiding spot. That's the part that makes this most petrifying to me. What do you guys think? I mean, is this such a unique hiding spot? Or, I don't know, am I just overreacting? In 2005, two freight trains collided while carrying propylene gas. Officer Randy happened to be nearby in his cruiser when he heard the impact. an explosive crack that echoed through the area. Moments later, he noticed what looked like fog drifting across the road. But this wasn't weather moving in. It was the gas itself. The cloud rolled toward a nearby home, and the moment it reached it, the entire structure ignited.
Explosion, hobo jungle, completely engulfed in flames. Phil 90, all right?
Damn, boy.
204 Central, we just had a huge explosion. We've got massive fire out here on Dudley here at the rail yard. All kinds of stuff on fire. Right there. Just lost power down here on the hill. 10-4. 209, you might want to back your unit up.
Get your ass out of my way. Get the hell up out of here.
In Randy's dashcam footage, you can see the tree line in front of him erupt into flames almost instantly. Like, you see the fog kind of roll in, and then boom, the forest went up in seemingly a single breath. You see Officer Randy, he punches this thing in reverse. Sadly, there was one casualty, the owner of the home that ignited. Yeah, it's pretty crushing to imagine being inside watching that gas fill your house and not being able to get away. So our thoughts and prayers are with his family. This next encounter comes from Red Deer, Canada, and it shows just how fast a calm evening stroll can turn into a life or death situation. In early 2023, a man named David Meredith was walking through his neighborhood when he spotted a bull moose eating near a tree. Wanting a closer look, he stepped behind another tree to watch quietly. Well, guess who noticed him? Mr. Bull Moose. He locked eyes with him, and the moose charged. Most people forget this, or well, I guess perhaps they don't know, but a full-grown male moose can run over 35 miles per hour. And yes, they're gorgeous animals that are not usually aggressive, but if they feel threatened or startled, they will not hesitate to trample someone. Smartly realizing he had no chance of outrunning it, David grabbed a branch and hoisted himself up the nearest tree just as the moose's antlers swept past him.
He just ran me up a tree.
Once he was out of reach, he hit record. For about 30 seconds, the moose just stares at him, head low, breathing heavy. You can hear David struggling to stay calm, knowing that if he slips, he's in a tight spot. Then the moose starts pacing back and forth beneath him, doing short charges at the trunk, spinning around in the snow, a clear sign it's stressed and ready to attack if he comes down. David later told a local news station he stayed up there for over 10 minutes, clinging to a flimsy branch the whole time. And when he demonstrated how he climbed up, the branch he used looked weak enough to snap with one wrong move. I'm surprised it didn't snap in the cold. Eventually, after realizing David wasn't coming down, the moose finally lost interest and trotted off into the woods. David said he waited another full half an hour before climbing down just to be safe. The other thing is, too, is this is snow, so it's like trying to outswim a shark in water. Moose are massively advantaged in the snow versus us. I would be praying there was a tree I could climb up.
This next encounter happened in the mountains near Fernie, British Columbia, and what started as a peaceful bike ride turned pretty quickly into a predator-prey situation. In the summer of 2014, a man named Chris was biking through the area when he noticed something moving in the tall grass behind him. He wasn't really alarmed, but as he kept his eye on it, he realized that this was a mountain lion, and she was slowly working her way towards him. That's when he hit record.
I don't know if you can see it, but there's a mountain lion. He's crouching in the grass. He's actually coming towards me.
As Chris takes a step closer to the trail, you can see the lion emerging, eyes locked, body low, definitely moving with intention. The internet makes us think that mountain lion sightings are common, but they're actually pretty rare. And what is really rare is to see one stalking a person in broad daylight. About 2 minutes into the footage, the lion starts walking faster, and Chris makes a mistake every expert warns against. This guy turns his back and starts to run.
Hey, Mr. Mountain Lion. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I am much bigger than you.
But the mountain lion cuts him off again, stepping forward just enough to block the path. This is the kind of behavior that usually means the cat is testing boundaries, seeing how you react, kind of deciding what you are.
Stay back. Stay there. I'm not afraid of you.
Fortunately, after a long standoff, the lion finally turns away and disappears into the trees. Chris just waits it out. He knows the only reason he's still standing is because the lion chose not to attack. This next clip comes from a man camping near Sun River, and whatever walked up to his truck at 2:30 in the morning was not supposed to be there.
But a few days ago, I was camping in Sun River, and what I thought would be a good location to pull over to the side of the road in like this forest area and sleep.
Middle of nowhere. No houses, no trailheads, no reason for anyone else to be around. He had a GoPro rolling inside the truck, and that's the only reason we know what happened next. At around 2:30 a.m., pitch black outside, you can hear footsteps circling his truck. Slow, deliberate. The OP whispers that the doors are locked, but you can hear someone tapping on the metal, like they're checking for a way in.
The canopy, the back door's locked right in there. I'm scared forever. I don't think he knows that there's anyone in here. I'm so scared right now.
You don't see a flashlight, no headlamp, no visible light source at all. Meaning, whoever was doing this walking around the woods was doing it in total darkness.
He keeps walking around. I don't get it. He's literally knocking. He's literally knocking on my truck.
By morning, the threat becomes clearer. Handprints smeared across the windows, finger streaks dragged along the paint. Someone had tried to look inside the truck over and over again.
He was trying to peek in my truck quite a bit with all these marks. I didn't even notice until I got home.
Leaning in close enough to leave an impression on the glass. And he's not exaggerating. You can see full palm prints, smudges, and the long drag mark that goes from one side of the truck bed to the other.
Handprints there.
Whoever was out there never said a word and completely disappeared after tapping and scratching at the vehicle. Now, some people think this was just a drifter. Others say it could have been someone living off the grid, but the part that sticks out to me, there was no flashlight, no talking, just footsteps and tapping, like the person knew exactly where they were going, but in absolute darkness. I mean, so what do you make of this? A lost camper? Someone stalking the truck on purpose in the middle of the woods at 2:30 a.m.?
Dragging his finger on my side of my truck,
trying to get inside my truck. That's really all I could tell from when he was walking around.
The more I think about it, the scarier this becomes. This next photo out of the Tennessee woods has people arguing over one thing. What exactly is this black bear looking at? The picture was actually taken by a wedding photographer who was out in the Gatlinburg woods capturing shots of the wedding party. In the middle of framing a scenic background, she notices a black bear climbing a tree. But it wasn't the bear that startled her. It was what the bear was looking at. She snapped the picture and thought nothing of it. After she was finished with the wedding party, she went back to categorize the photos, and that's when she notices. The tree-climbing bear is completely locked onto something massive standing nearby. At first, the figure looks kinda sloppy, like you can't make it out entirely, but once you zoom in, you see that object is actually in the foreground. The creature itself is behind it, and that's when the shape becomes a lot harder to dismiss. The subject has a very simian-style face, heavy brow, defined features, and a human-like nose. Its posture shows almost no neck, just a huge upper chest and rounded shoulders. And compared to the bear, this thing is enormous. It practically dwarfs it. Some people are calling this the Gatlinburg Wedding Day Sasquatch. Others think the bear scrambled up the tree for safety because this thing scared it. I don't know. The more I look at it, the more it looks like a Sasquatch. What do you think this photographer captured during the wedding shoot?
This next clip out of Russia, I mean, I don't even know what to say about this, but this is probably one of the most reckless things you could ever do in the wild. And I'm kind of glad the consequences hit almost immediately. So this hunter is out in the woods when he suddenly decides to kick this bear in the back. No warning, no reason, just boots it. The bear circles back almost instantly and charges. The surprised hunter drops his camera, and from that point on, the footage becomes a blur. Somehow, and it still doesn't make sense, the hunter manages to escape. No life-threatening injuries, no missing limbs, just a banged-up hand. I'm actually surprised this guy's made it this far in life. You know, if these are some of his best ideas, can you imagine getting home and someone asking about your hand and you're like, yeah, this bear was just in the woods and I saw him and I just decided I was going to kick him. Here's your sign. I definitely dated myself on that. Let me know if you know where that reference is from.
Yeah, that's on my channel, Southern Sasquatch Seeker on YouTube.
Yep, and that's his channel, Southern Sasquatch Seekers. A YouTube channel. Go over there, check it out. Sub. It doesn't have a ton of content. Needs to put more up.
Yeah, well, hard to do when you got just a cell phone out here in the middle of boondocks with no internet.
But yeah, go show him some support. Check out the stuff that he's got over there. And he just uploaded the video with the old man following him. So tell everybody the background on that one.
Well, that's I was walking back there, and Christy asked me. She'd been asking me to try and get some video of old man, so I went walking back there with him. And of course, like I do with you, I didn't think about it, like, oh, I forgot I'm gonna get some. He's behind me now. Let me get some video of this for Christy. And that's why when you watch the video, you hear me say, "Hey, Christy," and I sent it to her originally, but I decided to go ahead and put it on YouTube for everybody to watch. Because I just want to, I'm like you are, Duke. I want to prove to everybody that they're not monsters. They're people. You got good ones, you got bad ones. Majority of them are good. Just, as long as you respect them, they respect you. Walking back to the house. Old man is behind me, and I think Tinker's back here with him. Right in them trees back there. See if they'll follow me.
There's something. There's something. There's something. There's something. There he is. I see him. He's following me. I don't see Tinker. I see old man. There he is again. Right there. Something just went through. What the hell that was? I don't know if the video picked that up. Something just running through the bushes right over there. Oop. I seen him again. What? He come out there for a second. He's not gonna come out on his field. He's gonna stay up in that tree. In that tree line. Anyway, you see him. I know you can see him. Anybody else might not can see him. I'll call you here in a second.
An innocent picture of a little boy inside a stack of tires at a playground has become so traumatizing for the 12-year-old that he never wants to go back to the park. Well, that's because if you look closely, the child isn't alone in the tires. Well, for good reason. He isn't alone in the tires. There is an eerie image of what is believed to be the ghost of a girl behind him. 12-year-old Christian was looking through some photos soon after they were taken. But as he looked closer, he saw it was actually the face of a young girl. He showed it to his mom, who was certain she and his 14-year-old brother, also in the pic, edited it. But they swore they didn't. Mom played around with the pic herself to be sure and realized the photo definitely hadn't been altered. She explained to the publication The Mirror that she believes in ghosts, but was definitely a little skeptical. I was like, there must be a reason for this, so I asked them if they'd added the face on Photoshop. They both were adamant that they hadn't. I tried a little bit myself, but honestly, they were so shocked and scared, I knew they hadn't messed around with the photo. And honestly, from the time it was taken to then, there was no time to really edit it. Unable to explain the ghostly face, she shared it on Facebook. She said some of the commenters think it's fake, but many others feel it's real. One believer wrote, "She obviously wants to play with your sons. So sad when the spirit is lost. Bless her. Brilliant. Thanks for sharing." What do you guys think about this? He saw the one of him in the tires and noticed what he thought was a spider web by his head.
Do it.
Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river.
slam it this way. Full of grass.